welcome to News Geelong. The Royal Geelong Yacht Club hosted the Victorian State Cadet titles over the long weekend on the Amphitheatre of Sailing, Corio Bay, in and around our great city of Geelong. Less than 4% of all registered vehicles in Victoria are motorcycle and scooter users, yet 14% of all road fatalities and serious injuries since 2005 have involved motorcyclists, the member for Western Victoria Region, David Koff, said yesterday. And later in the program, the Flying Hawk Nathan Curry and Sparkling Lani Salathiel will update us with sport and weather. The most recent addition to Geelong's indoor swimming and pool facilities at Warn Ponds and the Ballerine Aquatic Centre have been recognised with Platinum Awards for safety from Lifesaving Victoria. Meryl Friend reports.
After rigorous assessments for safety at the Ballerine and LeisureLink pools and aquatic centres, they've received prestigious Platinum Awards. We were able to speak with our Mayor, Councillor John Mitchell.
Oh, the Platinum Awards, look, they're a terrific award because they're for safety, and we're up against some stiff opposition. And the Ballerine Aquatic Centre, which opened on December the 14th, 2008. It's only a couple of years old, and then we've got LeisureLink that opened in September. I think it was around September the 10th, 2010. They've only been in operation for a little period of time, and the safety around those pools have enabled us to win these awards.
So it's Lifesaving Victoria that have been able to give these out. And what do you think's so special about our Geelong pools?
Oh, look, the pools, you've only got to go there. I couldn't... What would I say about our Geelong pools? We've got the best aquatics facilities anywhere in regional Australia. There's no doubt that the infrastructure that we have in those pools are fantastic. We've got separate learn to swim, we've got play spaces, we've got hydrotherapy, and we've got the swimming areas as well. So slides, water play spaces. We've got the lot. But the thing is, they're all separate. They're not all just jumping in on top of each other. So you can do what you want to do, but you can do it safely.
And there's always lifeguards on, and families can be assured that there's always someone around if you get into any trouble.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. City of Greater Geelong, family friendly. What more can I say?
Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. A Geelong Bowen Health employee's volunteer work in Vietnam has been recognised by the Vietnamese government with an award rarely seen made to a person outside of that country. Steph Cowdery reports.
I'm here with Trisha Ansell, a registered nurse and Capital Works project officer, to talk about her recent award by the Vietnamese government.
Over the last 8 years or 9 years, we've a group that I belong to, Australian Vietnam Volunteers Resource Group, go over there every year for 2 weeks to do education in 8 hospitals now we're up to, and during that time I've been one of the organisers and plan the program for the 2 weeks and go over and roll it out over at the 8 hospitals. And one of the hospitals applied to the Vietnam or Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee government to give us an award. Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about how the program, the organisation works?
Yeah, it's a bit of a cycle. We go in February every year, and when we come back, we start recruiting for health professionals that might be interested in going. And there's been quite a few from Bowen Health that have attended over the years as well. And then we do have a planning trip, and in September, where a couple of us go over to Vietnam and meet with all the hospitals to find out exactly what they want presented and whether or not that matches up with the team that we've put together. And then after that, we get the seminars and in-services and conferences programs all ready and get the lectures in, and then we send them over to the different hospitals to be translated, and then we all head off beginning of February or mid-February, depending on when Tet, their New Year, is, and stay for 2 weeks and run the program. It's all in Ho Chi Minh City. We're based right in the centre of the city, and the 8 hospitals we go to are in about all over Ho Chi Minh City within a couple of 5 or 10 kilometres.
Stephanie Cowdery at Bowen Health, News Geelong.
Thank you, Steph. The member for Western Victoria Region, David Koff, has expressed disappointment that road safety agencies continue to inadequately address motorcycle and scooter safety for riders travelling off-road. Meryl Friend reports.
The Victorian Auditor-General's report told us about the off-road accidents of motorcycles and scooters. We were able to come along and speak with MP David Koff about his concerns about those statistics.
As a former Deputy Chair of the Victorian Parliamentary Road Safety Committee, it always concerns me with the loss of life and serious injury we suffer right across our state's roads. And in relation to the Auditor-General's report on motorcycles and those who use motor scooters, we see that the true numbers are not reflected in the statistics that are put forward to the community. And in some cases, this may be underrepresented by up to 50%. So there are lots of numbers that aren't captured, and that's of serious concern to myself and to many road users. But more importantly, it should be of great concern not only to our Victorian Police, but VicRoads and also the TAC.
So the general public don't often think at all about the accidents on perhaps, national forest roads and parks and that sort of thing, and those are part of the statistics as well.
Certainly, you're dead right. They are not reflected. It is of a concern, and I think everyone, like yourself and myself, we read the statistics that are put before us and we say, aren't these numbers too high? And we're now seeing motorcycle fatalities increasing again after a period of stability under the other road safety programs that have been introduced, and people actually don't realise that in the misrepresentation and non-capture of these off-road events, in actual fact the statistics are far worse than are being put in front of us.
The motorcycle registration over the 8-year period between 2001 to 2009 was up by 58%, and the licences were issued up to 36%.
Yeah, these statistics are absolutely staggering, and that's why it's so important that we actually get the true reflection of what's taking place, especially with the knowledge of our registrations and our licences increasing to this degree. And I think we all know now that, especially road users, how many people are on motorbikes these days that we didn't see 10 years ago.
Outside the office of David Koff, member for Western Victoria, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
This is News Geelong as we go to a break and return with more news after this.